What up, what up, what up, and welcome to the Rideshare Garage. It is Wednesday night. It is 9 p.m. on the East Coast, 6 p.m. on the West Side, and we just want to say hello to everybody. How you doing out there? As you can see, I got Mr. Drive-By Omar himself with us tonight. Again, he's starting to show up more and more, and I got to tell you, I appreciate it. I appreciate Omar showing up because sometimes Eddie is late. You know, Eddie likes to get even with me on Wednesday nights for me being late in the morning shows sometimes. So I get it. But my man Omar's here, my man Eddie's here, and we'll be having more people file in as they get along. Cause I just got a feeling, dude, people are working, man. They're trying to make that extra dollar instead of coming on here, you know. See, Thomas Lau just got done working. He's gonna join us tonight. I see Nicholas is with us. I see Kevin Kwan is number one. He was the first one here. What's happening? GoldenEye Life, all the way from the ATL, is in the house. We appreciate you. Mr. Lobo, how we doing? Guys, I'm going to let everybody fill in here, but let me just see. How's everybody? Omar, how's it going for you, brother?
It's still slow, you know.
Not doing too well out there, huh?
Yeah.
Eddie, how you making out?
It's been a good week. It's been a good the first couple of 3 days.
Don't come in here with all that positivity, Eddie. We don't want you're in timeout, bro. We're not taking you're in timeout. We're not going with positivity. We don't want to hear nothing positive going on. God damn it, Eddie. Who told you could be positive?
I was debating.
Be positive, my brother.
I was debating today whether to come to the live or not. It's like, you know what? Let me go up to the live. I want to brag about it. But so far this week, let me see. I made a little bit over 600 for these next 3 days. So it's been pretty good for the past 3 days. Yeah, today was a little bit almost 200 today. Yesterday was the same thing. And Monday was a good day because of the whole. Actually, I think Monday was a little bit over 300. But it was pretty good. But I lowered my standards in the mornings.
He said he lowered.
I was just about to ask, but you know what?
No. I want to know, how did Eddie lower his standards?
Eddie was working that corner hard, huh?
That corner, Eddie.
So I lowered down to X, and I also went down on the regular Lyft. But what I was doing with regular Lyft, since Lyft is the only one that's freaking surging, what I was doing was I was waiting for the surge to pop up for doing. I'm getting the consecutive trips. So with Uber, I know that I can pick up the consecutive trip, and if there is a surge, I will also pick up the surge on top of that. So I did it today, and that's what it was. It basically all added up. But once my consecutive trip was over, boom! I shut it off, and I waited for it to happen, for the opportunity to happen again. And that's how I did it. But
so you're lowering the standards because they're giving you an opportunity on for some bonus or challenge or quest or something.
Correct. Yeah, I'm trying to take advantage of that. So I lowered my standards, but of course, doing traffic, it becomes a little bit of a pain. But you know how Lyft has that if you cancel the ride, it'll save your streak. So the first thing they do is that they give me 2 trips, but the third one they send me to the middle of freaking Guam. All right. On my last week in the middle of freaking traffic, yeah. So, it's going to take 18 minutes to get there. It's like, yeah, big, no, in traffic, it's going to take a little bit over an hour. So Eddie, I canceled that. It saves my streak.
Eddie, you have to message me offline, and I'll tell you how to avoid that.
You just have to lower your standards a little bit more, Eddie. That's all.
You got to lower your standards, buddy. Got to lower the standards.
Yeah. I lowered my standards. You know, I I was trying it out. Remember, with my Tesla, I was doing it like that all the time. The only
Oh,
difference
here
is
we
that,
go. Here we go. Here we
the
go.
only difference with the Tesla was that I had those nice little quests that they were giving me with
No.
Uber.
Say that loudly. Say that loudly and proudly before the crowd in the chat start lighting us up for going to the Cadillac from the Tesla. What did you have when you had the Tesla when you were having those $2,000 weeks? Say it loud.
I was having the quest.
And how good were those quests to you?
Ooh,
Say it loud.
they were good quests. They were a couple of hundred.
And you didn't. So you
Couple of
didn't
hundred.
mind.
That's
Yeah. Exactly.
that was no. That's why my quests were. Oh, that's why my biggest days were Wednesdays, and it was Sundays. All right, and that's why it was like I would work like 5 hours and I would make like $400. And the majority of the time it would be all with deliveries. But that was why. And I tried to explain, how do you do that? I was like, I do deliveries. I was like, oh no, I can't do deliveries. Okay, then what the hell you want me to tell you then? Don't do it then.
All right. Big shout out to everybody down there. Octavian's joined us. New Jay had me rolling in the Discord today. We are going to get into that in a few minutes because I think it's an honest conversation that needs to be had. And so we'll get into that in a few minutes. New Jay saying no quest this week for him. Octavian also hit me with something a couple hours ago. It wasn't me.
That wasn't me.
That was Kyle. Kyle's got the police sirens going off in the back there. He's got his light. Oh, nice lights, by the way, Kyle. Nice lights on the wall there, buddy. Look at
that
you,
little Pac-Man.
What, you compliment his freaking lights, but you don't compliment mine,
bro? What do you mean? Can't nobody see that with your lights on, bro? What are you talking about? Kyle's looks like a retro strip joint, and yours looks like a modern day broom closet. I mean, what you want me to tell you, bro? Can I tell you? So Mr. Lobo's here, Glide's in the house, Richie's in the house, Bucky's here, Carry My World. Hey Eddie, make sure you send that link.
I sent him the link. To
right.
Carry right through
we're
IG.
Gonna get him on here. We got a special guest that listen, if this guy's story doesn't motivate you, nothing in this goddamn world is gonna motivate you. That's all I'm gonna say. We're gonna bring him on. We're going to listen to his story a little bit, and hopefully you guys get some good stuff out of it. Who else is here? Silver Fox is here. Amtrak Wizard is here. So Melvin San Antonio's in the house. Anyway, real quick, I want to do a quick follow-up before we get into the main topic of the night. Omar, any luck on InDrive yet, sir?
Say it again.
Any luck with InDrive yet? Anything new that you would have to add to the previous past weeks? Because I'm seeing in other comments, other live streams, and not just one in particular, a lot of live streams, a lot of people are like, oh man, we got rides and we got InDrive coming, Uber and Lyft better look out. So that's why I keep hitting you back up for that.
I guess context matters as far as
Go ahead, Omar.
As far as who those people are and what they're talking about, if they're just like basic drivers and they're happy with, lowering their standards, then yeah.
Well, so Octavian, real quick, if you're in the Miami, South Florida market, while Omar is showing something here. Oh, look how quick he was. Look how quick he was on the Eddie meme.
What's on his lips?
If you're in the Miami, Fort Lauderdale market, hey guys, I wonder if anybody down here has looked in their Apple. It's only in the Apple store. It's not on the Android. I just checked. Vlue, VLUE app. They are a driver app down here as well. And Octavian has discovered they've been down here. The app says they're 3 years old, right? They've been around for a while. Never heard of them until tonight. But when you go and you look on the app, there are drivers everywhere. It looks just like the Uber app, only it's blue and white instead of black and white. And he actually ordered a ride for $7. and told the driver just keep it, take the ride. So apparently there's another rideshare app down here nobody knows about, but drivers, a lot of drivers know about. So I just thought I would bring that up to everybody out there. New Jay, we got to give New Jay the shout out. Thank you, New Jay. So before we get now we got Carrie's in the house here. We want to welcome.
What's up, y'all?
Welcome, Carrie. Welcome.
Before we get into you, I want to get into the Lyft thing. Yes, go ahead.
Just real quick. So I did take another in drive, and now that you mention it, I need to double check if I got paid, because the way you get paid is you just pay yourself. Like you just tap transfer to your account and that's it. So whenever you want to. And
I mean, you can hold your money in your in drive account as long as you want.
I guess so. I don't know. Yeah, it's showing nothing pending. So yeah, it transferred already. 9/11. It transferred on 9/11. Okay, so I was at an event. Just by dumb luck, I was at this event, and it's surging, and people are requesting, and I started getting in drive requests, and I started getting some of the same pings that were going really far from like Fort Lauderdale to Miami. And then people started going up. So if maybe that's encouraging, like I said, I'm only going to bring you the facts. I'm not going to bring you something that, from this perspective, with a bias. I'm just telling you exactly what my experience was that I noticed that some of the people started going up, and out of this event, I took an in drive ride because I was looking at the time versus the distance, and it was like $60. And I said, you know what? This is not bad. It was like $2 a mile, I believe, close to $2 a mile. But really, I knew that it would take me like 45 minutes, and it did. It took me like 40 minutes. So that's actually a $100 an hour ping, or like an $80 an hour ping, something like that. So
okay.
Sometimes time is more important than distance, like per mile. And so I said, again, for science, I'll go with it, because realistically speaking, if you look at the bottom line, that was like the best request I had gotten. Right until the person got in my car. Right when the person got in my car, I got a black Excel that was going to Fort Lauderdale, and I would have turned that. It quoted like less than $50, but I would have made it a $100 ride. Trust me.
You know what? We ain't going to get into Fight Club tonight, anyway. All right,
so that's the in drive. That's the in drive update from me. So
yeah, we're gonna. And Ron, the rideshare culture. I know he's back at work. He's kind of over that sickness. We also got Driven Dad in the house, Tony. He seems to be feeling a little bit better, but apparently this mess is going around. So keep the Lysol in y'all's cars, man. I'm just letting you know people are getting sick. Some kind of flu's out there. I don't know. It's Steven's people. It's Black Vinny's people. Black Vinny, what's up, buddy? What's up, Black Vinny? Welcome to the Rideshare Garage. I see you got a haircut like me. You got a haircut like me.
Yes.
That's not a haircut. That's all cut.
I see you. By the way, Steven, first segment. After we get done with this first segment, you and me got a bet to complete, because I got clearance today from my cardiologist.
I feel like I'm ball too.
It's on, mofo.
Oh, okay.
And I got Carrie here, who's going to motivate my ass. Oh yeah, that's your ass, homie.
Oh,
whoa.
He's flexing.
All right, so let's get into it real quick. I'm sure everybody's heard. It's been all over everywhere. Lyft is currently introducing into 5 different markets the option for female riders to request a female or non-binary driver.
Isn't that discrimination? Are they gonna? So you're telling me that they're gonna stick with the discrimination against individuals that have pets, that might have a service animal that's claiming it's a service animal, and we can't ask questions, but then they're gonna allow? That's interesting.
Be careful there. Be careful there, Steven.
I'm just asking questions. I didn't say.
I looked up the definition of non-binary, because, like, listen, I respect everybody's group, man. Do your thing, right? Look where we're from, right? We got
my problem is losing the amount of rides. I'm not discriminating. I don't want to discriminate.
Here's the problem. Well, you just nailed it on the head. Here's the problem.
I'm losing profit.
Through that option,
you're discriminating against men.
Not only that, other drivers lose money. Like, now you're hurting their wallet. because now it's no longer
It's not
arbitrary.
just discrimination.
Yeah, well, the algorithm's no longer random.
Right.
Now it's no longer random. Closest
So they get to
driver.
make a choice.
Nah, right. The app is going to dictate to the drivers, we're going to send you, but we're not going to send you.
And why only them?
On a 1964 civil right, you can't do this. So I just want to let's start with the panel. Omar, what the hell, Omar? Oh no, you're in timeout, bro. We don't do masks.
That's funny.
Goddamn ideas. Don't be giving these fucking companies any goddamn ideas, bro. We ain't starting that shit, you fucking libertarian, you. Eddie, what are your initial thoughts on women being able to request women only or non-binary drivers?
I don't get it. I truly just don't get it. Can I just lay down on the floor and just run me over, just get it over with? I'm a hermaphrodite squirrel, okay, and my pronoun. I like to be addressed by my pronoun, which is your daddy. All right, and that is it. But nobody fucking respects it because ain't nobody here for the past year has ever addressed me by my freaking pronoun. So,
well, we're trying,
act of
trying
violence.
to have a serious conversation, and you just went off into a whole nother world. Okay,
I don't know about.
Omar, how do you feel about it? We're gonna put the squirrel to rest over there. Squirrel, go find you a nut. We know you like.
I personally don't have an issue with any of this stuff. Do I? Because I'm going to say this. Do I think it's smart or dumb? That's neither here nor there, because Lyft and Uber do a lot of dumb shit, and they continue to do a lot of dumb shit. What I will say is I don't like the double standard, because you're kind of right. It is kind of discrimination.
It's reverse discrimination.
I always go back to the question. I look at these things logically. Can we or can we not discriminate? When I say we, I mean we as business owners or independent contractors. So that it always comes back to that, and there's these weird gray areas about where you can and can't, and I go, it's not a gray question; it's black and white. You as a business owner can either discriminate and serve whoever you want to serve, or not. Period. That's it. That's all. That's it. Just make it simple. But when you do these weird little things where it's well, it's okay. We're not gonna say it's not discrimination because it's gonna hurt some people's feelings. And no matter what, no matter how much people will get in their feelings about this particular topic, I don't think any of this is going to help Lyft. Lyft still needs to get bought out, in my opinion. So if Lyft is doing this because it thinks it'll make them money, I'm just not. Maybe they're trying to get more women to come on the platform. I don't know.
Well, my thing isn't about, even though it is discriminatory. And because it's not, I don't care about people's feelings. Everybody's going to feel what they feel. That's up to them, right? Yeah. But it is going to hurt drivers in the wallet. Certain drivers, i.e., male drivers, are going to ultimately lose rides. Whether it's one ride a week, whether it's 10 rides a week, depending on when you drive, how you drive, And then the other part to that is, it might bring more women onto the platform, which is now going to create more drivers on the platform. So now it's even more competition, and I got less opportunity to make money. That is where I have the issue with it.
I don't think it's going to get anywhere.
Well, listen, I don't trust anything. They're going
to try it. They're going to give it a try, but I don't think anybody cares. That's money's money.
Clyde, I'm not answering that. We're not putting that up. That's not what we talk about, bro. Yeah, I got your argument, but we're not talking about that. So that's a morning show question. Shit. Kyle, how do you feel about it? Do you think it matters?
I don't think it's gonna matter. I mean, if we really want all the trips, we might as well all just go sign up as a woman. That way we could get 100% of the rides. Right? Just
New Jay in the Discord has changed his name to New Jane. He went from New Jay to New Jane in the Discord, and he put a profile picture of a woman up, and he's claiming to be non-binary until he gets the ride. And depending on how the ride's paying, will depend on if when he shows up they have a non-binary female, or if they got a guy driving the car. That's what he's
and there you go. drivers will play the game, and then we'll just end up right back to square one. So that's what I mean.
Yeah.
That's why I'm saying I don't have an issue with it. Do I think it's like I said? It's kind of dumb.
I think they
but
just. I
whatever.
think they just play. I think they're just playing the game for the ESG score. That's it.
Yeah. It's like
I don't see this
They just
thing
playing-
working, but what did they announce? Which 5 cities are going to do this?
Yeah, Phoenix was one, San Diego was one. I forget the other 3, but I mean, it's not my city.
As long as it's not LA.
No, I think it was San Diego. I think there were 2 cities in California. I think it was 2 in California. I can't remember all the cities, and maybe I should have pulled it up. But listen, if it works in one city, you know they're going to push it out to other cities. It's always a matter of time. Like what
I think
happened?
there's a lawsuit waiting to happen. So.
Well, that's going to be the key right there. That's going to be the key. All right.
It's discriminating for drivers, and like you said, you're gonna be losing income. I forgot.
Yeah,
who
but
just commented.
think about it. Think about it. If you're doing it small, and they'd be like, okay, you choose on your settings. Be like, oh yeah, I'm non-binary. What do you think everybody's gonna do? Everybody's gonna be non-binary.
Well, let's
and my
No,
problem is
no.
only women get to select who they ride with. No other individual based off of their orientation.
Who's to say that this doesn't lead to somebody saying, well, I only want a white driver. I don't want a black driver. Or I only want
it's a slippery slope.
driver. I don't want a
yeah.
Hispanic speaking driver.
Well, and that was my point, Vinny. Like that's why I'm saying we're in this gray area of is this discrimination or not. I do view it as discriminatory, as you're saying. Others may not. And then
discrimination,
like you just said, now you take that next step and then next step, and you end up at the question. So as much as people want to turn a blind eye to this particular topic, is there a limitation to this? Does this go across Lyft, or is it just for basic rides?
It's going to be for whatever ride they want.
How are they verifying that the account holder is a female?
See, I didn't want to go there, but now we're gonna go there.
Well, you know me, Mr. Fight Club is gonna go there. So
I mean, listen, when Sergio and them were talking about it last night on the Rideshare Guy, that's the first thing that popped in my head. But I didn't want to get into their group because they were going at it and they were having their conversations. But how do you know who's ordering the ride? So it could be some dude saying, "Hey, I want a female driver." It could be some dude dressed up as a woman that's a nasty ass, right? A sick fuck, pardon the expression, right? And he's the guy that's ordering the women. Do y'all remember and God, I hate to bring this up. Do y'all remember the Uber driver that was murdered in New Orleans? And the guy in the hotel, when they asked him, why did you pick that woman? Why did you pick her to kill her? And he turned around and said, I didn't pick her, God did. That was some dude randomly just out to try to kill people that day. That was his thing. How is that any different from what we're doing now or what they want to do? I don't know. Maybe I'm taking it too far. Carrie, what do you think about it, Carrie?
I think it's wild, man, because if you ask a girl, like I say, if you ask 20 girls, I think 15 will tell you that girls treat them like bitches too. So I don't know what that's gonna do. I don't know if that's gonna make them feel more comfortable because a girl can do worse shit to a girl. They can set up a girl. They can take her somewhere to a pimp. They can get her kidnapped, drug her because they gain her trust. So I don't think that's gonna do anything to make them feel. Maybe if they're doing it for them to feel safer with a girl or more comfortable with a woman, just like if they go to the doctor and they're like, oh, I feel more comfortable with a woman doctor, or whatever it is.
Right.
But like my wife says, she feels more comfortable with a man gynecologist than a woman gynecologist because women are too judgy.
It almost feels like they're trying to give you like
I feel it's like
security.
It's a slippery slope. I think it's bullshit, because I think it should be you get who you get, and if that person is good, then you can. I feel it should be that if you get somebody, you should be able to request them all because they're good. Like Eddie said something in one of the shows. I don't know if it was like the last time I was checking y'all out there. He said I took a Uber X, and I do the same shit. I'd be taking Uber X's, because I know I work off tips, because I'm a good driver, and I can turn a $5 ride to a $25 ride easily.
Oh yeah.
So
You
if
know
I
what I'm
could
saying?
go like a step further, like
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, Carrie. So like if
No,
I want to go a step further, I want to have an option where I could select to have only a woman rider. Can I do that?
Well, I mean, the drivers are going to have no control over this. This is not about the drivers.
I'm just saying, well, if they could select the driver, or what male or female driver, why can't we as a driver say, okay, we want the option to choose woman or female if passengers?
So I'm going
to add
to
to
Just like we want the
Wait, hold on, but let Kerry finish, because I want to hear what he's got to say, man. He mentioned
right,
my
go
name
ahead.
and stuff. I'm interested.
So it's like to me, it's like it doesn't make any sense, because we all know that people can do fucked up shit with something. You know what I'm saying? So like they take something like that. Oh, I can request only girls. Somebody gonna take that shit. I only want girls to pick me up. I want to rob somebody tonight. It's easier to rob a woman than a man. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not being sexist, because if a woman has a gun and to defend herself, a weapon, okay. But even that, somebody sitting behind you, we're all vulnerable when we're driving. Why? Because somebody's sitting behind us.
100%.
So no matter how tough you are, somebody got the up on you. So we could be driving. You could be the strongest guy in the world. Somebody behind you, they got the up on you. They pull a pistol.
Well, we remember.
You.
We remember the two women that were on Instagram, right? The video went viral, right? Where the chick was sitting behind the driver and she had a pistol. Yeah. She was riding with a 45 now. Context said, well, it was a lighter. It was just a fake gun. That shit ain't look like no fake gun to me. Right?
We'll see if a cop takes it as a fake gun. We'll see
anybody who sits behind you, no matter how they sit behind you, they got you. Right? That's the thing. They got you. So
to add on to what he said about his wife, statistics have shown already that for for people that are pilots, drivers, different positions like that, not only men but most women prefer having a male driver, somebody that's in the driving seat.
A male gynecologist. My wife tells me all the time, I don't like women gynecologists.
I don't want a woman handling that. I want a man handling that.
A guy knows what he's doing. He's not going to be judgy. And it is what it is. People want to say what it is.
And it's a fact. Okay. When people get mad at it, but statistically, that's what people prefer, a man in the position.
Yeah, there's no man that's going to be jealous. I don't know. I can't say no, but it's a real high percentage of men that are not going to be very jealous of women. You know what I'm saying? Right. But women are very jealous. You might think, but women are very jealous of each other. You know what I'm saying?
And then
all you got to do is check out comments on Instagram and TikTok.
Exactly. It is what it is. But the shit is wild. They throw shit every day. They throw shit every day, new shit every day. Even today, I saw a fucking roadie 93 miles for $22. I was like, oh yeah, go fuck yourself. I was like,
bro, I deleted the goddamn roadie.
Like, who's gonna do that? Like, there's somebody out there that probably took that ride, but that's just like, it's crazy.
Hey, God bless them. God bless them. They must be in an EV. I don't know what to tell you, bro.
I'd rather
they
take
my charge up twice to take that ride. So.
Hey, don't put that on me.
My gamble on just rather take a little $6 little Uber X and turn it into a possible 10, 15, 20. If I do real good, cash trip, hey, I got you, boom type shit. But it's to the point now where it's over, boys. We had a good run at it where the shit was crazy, like $500 for the first 30 rides, $600 for 50 rides. Every 3 rides, $50, some crazy shit. Through the pandemic, if you worked, you got rich. But that shit's over now. The gas is up. Yep. They're fucking everybody over. You got to find your customer service. Got to overpower what's going on. If not, you ain't gonna make no money.
All right, Kerry. Let me get to Thomas real quick. First of all, Thomas.
Yes, sir.
Thomas.
What's up, gentlemen?
Yeah, I'm giving you full, as they say in the street now, I'm giving you full flowers, bro. Congratulations And welcome to that life, my brother.
Thank
Is,
you.
is this your
So-
first grandchild?
First grandbaby.
Oh.
Hey, bro, got to give it up to you, bro. Congratulations.
Yes, thank you, gentlemen. Thank you. I
It is
appreciate
the
it.
most, it is the most surreal thing, and I still ain't been over there to see my grandson
Yeah.
because baby's mom's like, no, you got to wait till the shots are done. I'm like, the fuck? Okay, whatever. I'm sorry.
I was about to say my daughter did the
I
same
ain't-
shit.
I
I
ain't-
probably
I
won't
ain't in
see
it,
the
man.
grandbaby until
I ain't in it.
almost
I ain't trying to have my
Christmas.
son. I ain't trying to have my son get stabbed in the middle of the night because she pissed off at me. It
No,
just ain't happening.
exactly.
But hey, but Thomas, how do you feel about what Lyft is trying to implement or what they're trying to introduce?
Well, this screams 2017 to me. In the beginning of 2017 here in Tampa, they wanted to implement fingerprinting for drivers. If you was going to get on Uber's platform and drive for Uber, as you go through your background check, they wanted your fingerprints to be added. To me, that'd kill a lot of these drivers off. That means I'd have made a hell of a lot of money because the job that I had just got at the time, I had got fingerprinted for it to get. And once you pass the fingerprints, all you have to do is pass it once. You win. So I was ready for that. And then they had another guy come from Austin. He came to the hearings here in Tampa at the time. And he had the app where it was set up that the passenger can pick up, he can select his top 5 drivers. So if I wasn't out on the street driving, it could be another guy that he likes, that he kept his car clean, that he could get him where he needs to go. All that was on the table. And then they voted the fingerprinting down. And then it just went back to regular Uber. Just pick it up. I get this a lot. Even for the little bit that I do drive, I still get it a lot to this day. Man, this is the cleanest Uber I've ever been in, or Lyft that I've been in. And once they see that the car is clean, it rides smooth, I don't have people fall asleep in the car. That's how you know that's the best compliment to me. You fell asleep in the car. I could have took you anywhere.
Yeah, right.
I could have took you to the land of the lost and dropped you off with the sleep stacks. You don't know where you would have been at.
You did not just go 1980s sleeve stack.
No,
God damn it, Thomas, you're showing your age now, bro.
I know, that's 77. That's not even 80. That's 77.
But do you think that with them being able to select what type of driver they want, do you think it will fly for them? Do you think it'll be a hit for them?
I think it'll work for a minute, and then it'll